Hi guys, this is the basics of the EMS and your responsibilities while being on duty and what always to do before you go on duty. So we're gonna start up with changing into our proper clothes. And before you go on calls or in the lobby duty, whatever, always go to the Discord and then you go to the rota system and you sign in. If you're on duty on calls, you put it in there like it's seeing on the screen right now, your start time, and when your duty is off or when you go off your duty, you put in the end time. So this is very important so they can keep track on how many hours you put on the duty for your promotions and bonuses and all that. So it's always important to do this correctly. These guys that put on calls, they are for the ambulances. Other guys, like if we scroll up here, you will see like this one on duty PH. So this guy went almost like 10 in the morning on duty on PH. That will mean he was in Pillbox Hospital doing duty, lobby duty there. And if you go on calls, that will say on the ambulance, when you go to the parking place, you always want to go to the vehicle logs and enter what vehicle number, like the last 3 digits on the plate on the car, and then you type in on calls. The same thing is that you need to do it on the chat in game, like 10-5-009 on calls. Then everyone knows that you're going on duty on the streets and what car you're using. So now we are ready to go on duty. Like here we have a trainee that is learning and doing his job. Here you will heal and interrogate with people here.
Yo, boss man, heal me up.
You can then heal up. And if you also want, you can press the G and number 2.
You look so different.
Then you come to the organization menu, like some med kits, like how many, and then next, then you will do the offer for them. Same thing will go for the pills. You can choose from here, but before you do anything of them, you always need to do a learner player's illness to see what they need. Like he has no sickness, so he doesn't need a pill. Because sometimes even if they tell you like I have a cold, but they really had a poisoning, they're gonna be mad at you.
There you go.
Thank you very much, sir.
And always being in duty in a lobby, you cannot be asleep, AFK, or leave your computer without noticing that to anyone else. Like if we're 2 here now and he wants to go to the toilet, he will ask me like, hey Lucky, can I go to the toilet? Sure. I put in 10-9 2 minutes in the chat, and when returning 10-8, then everyone knows that you're back in the position. And that's how the lobbies are done correctly. Okay, so I entered the parking place for all the ambulances, and it's important to know that you always like put on the license plate there the 3 digits. That's what you want to report on what car you're using, so everyone knows that you're using that car. Okay, so now we are waiting for calls in our ambulance, and you can check the list on the J button on your keyboard. So we have one guy here, and you can accept it. If it's over 3,000 meters away, do not accept it, because that's for the R&D crew. Always take down that are within 3,000 meters. Because that's around in the Los Santos city. So let's say you're getting a call, you accepted it, and we say it's around that building. What you will do now is you turn on the sirens and you're safely going over there without hitting anyone on the way, because we're out here to help people, not kill them. on taking the call so you can actually do it. Okay, so that is gonna be close to the ghetto, so now we need to be cautious. If there's a gunfight, like you're hearing gunshots or anything, we don't go there. That's absolute no go. So when you're approaching the ghetto, you can press the B button on your keyboard. So therefore, the sirens won't interfere with your hearing, and you can hear if there's an active shootout going on or gunfires or whatever. So when you're rolling in here, always take a minute to look around. No snipers, no robbers, no criminals, no gangs. Okay, it's safe, I can approach. Sometimes they are in different spots that is difficult to find. That's okay, take your time to do it. So I'm now approaching here. Hello, I'm EMS here to help you. Do you mind if I help that guy?
Yes. Please help me.
Alright, sir, I'm from the EMS here to help you. Okay, I'm gonna apply some bandages here on your wounds and you're gonna be up and running in no time. Alright, sir, there you go.
I need to start wearing my seatbelt, yeah.
Yeah, the seatbelt will always save your life. Alright, have a nice night now and take care and be safe. So that's a correct way to do it. Now, the situation could be different when I'm approaching. It could have been a guy there shooting around. Don't even step out of the car. If you're going into an area, like in this intersection, right ahead of us, and you hear gunshots, and there's the body, do not step out. Reverse and leave to a safe distance. When you leave that situation, like pull up here, then you do a 10-10 Strawberry Street on the chat. And when you do a 10-10 reaction, you go back to the Discord and you will find the call reaction logs. Here you will type in on what time and street you was and how many you reacted. Because the admins will always watch over and ask us like, you accepted the call but you never came there. Then the EMS can be in trouble. So it's always important to do the reaction log. When you have taken care of something in the ghetto, you don't want to hang around here. It's always better to go back in the city and wait for a call over there. We don't want any EMS employee to be hanging around in the ghetto, because that's gonna be asking for problems. And problems is not what EMS are after. It's always better to be safe than sorry. So now there's no calls, we done our part here, just leave the ghetto. So we have now left the ghetto, and we got on J, it's empty here now, but let's say you accept another one here, and it's over here under the bridge. And as you can see on the map, over there, is the black market. Black market is an absolute no-go zone for any EMS. It's a little bit unclear about all the rules, but my saying is like, the whole place under the bridge here, and inside that is the no-go zone for every EMS. We are not allowed to be here, we are not allowed to enter the black market, and if you get a call here, just ignore it and go to reaction log on the Discord and write black market reacted 1 time 132, then leave. Don't go near the black market. Okay. So also when you get a call, you put on the sirens, you're on the go. That doesn't mean you can drive like a crazy maniac on the roads. You always need to be alert and aware of your surroundings to avoid any problems. Like I said before in this video, we're here to save people, not hurt them or kill them. Sometimes it happens that people are gonna go into your car, you're gonna crash, you're gonna do this and that. But what I always recommend to do is like always have some medkits on you and burgers for your own health. But now I just ran out of some of the repair kits. I always used to have at least 5 repair kits, 5 medkits and about 10 burgers. And don't worry about the cost, because you're gonna make the money work for it anyways in no time. Okay guys, so we are now approaching the med lab. So this is the entry. So when you're coming in here, you go into the parking place. So when you have parked your car here, you won't be needing it again to go back to the city, because you're gonna have one of these rental cars where you're gonna transport medication with. So now you can do in the chat like 775 needs a recall, and the higher ups will recall it for you. And when you enter the med lab, the first thing you want to do is come up to the yellow thing, and here you want to do a print screen or take a picture of your screen with the clock. Everything will need to be visual on the screen, on the print screen, especially these numbers. And when you have done it, you can proceed to go inside the med lab. So now we enter the lab itself. So here you need to change clothes for the laboratorium clothes, and you just change it like this. So you're gonna have a respiratory and proper clothes for the task you're about to do. So now you're ready to create the medical supplies. So what you want to do now is you come up to this window, hold down the E button until the circles fill up, and it tells you you're ready. When you take in the items, you go over here and you drop them off, and you get $20. And when you have done these a couple of times, I think it's 10, 12, 14 times, it's later gonna come up a CAPTCHA that you need to solve a puzzle to show proof that you're a human and not a bot. So when you have done all these and you got your CAPTCHAs for the day or whatever the task is set for you, you simply go back here and you change to your normal clothes again. And then we go back to the docking bay. Alright, so we have done our CAPTCHAs and done the medical supplies, the creation of them. You come back to the yellow circle here. Before you do anything else, now it's very important to make the print screen so you can prove that you have done the work that you set out to do. So now when you have done it and you have your print screen, now you can go up to one of the rental cars. Sorry about that. And when you rent them, it's very critical that you only select Central Hospital, because we are not part of any of the other organizations. So click on the Central Hospital, next. And now we have rented a truck. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna fill it up. And you can fill it up with exactly 250 medicines or supply crates. So now we use entering the dock. You go inside the yellow circle and you do the E thing again. So now you have your crate and you put it in the truck, go outside and go back in. And also be careful now, because like you can see on the left corner above the map are seconds ticking down. That's how much time you have outside the truck until it will be cancelled and recalled to this position again. So always keep track of the time. So let's say we have done the 250 medkits, or medical supplies I mean. We're now going back to the town. As you can see, it's already marked out for us in the map, so you don't have to do anything by yourself. Okay guys, so we are now approaching Pillbox Hill Hospital. Now there's another step to be kept in mind, that before you enter the yellow circle here, it's important for you to do a print screen of your truck, so we can have the information on that you actually have delivered this stuff. So you enter here. Okay. So when you have more than 100 medicines, you can actually deliver them here. And when you have delivered all the medicines, you will then go back on the EMS Discord. And now you will go down, all the way down to Medtech. And here you will then put in the print screen on your delivery, like everyone else has done before here. And this is also the place where you want to do before and after pictures on the amount of medical supplies that are in the circle at the med lab, to prove that you have done the work you set out to do. So that's all about the medtech and med lab stuff. Okay guys, so now we have done everything. We done the lobby duty, the basics of the lobby tools we have to cure people, heal people, and sell products like the medicine pills and the medkits. And we also talked about the 10-10 situation, like if there's a shootout or you hear gunshots in the ghetto, do not go there, go to the reaction log list. List the 10-10 and what street it was and what time it was. And also we done the medtech part, so you need to do your captures there and fill up 250 on the truck and deliver it to Pillbox Hill. So we have gone through all the basics now, and that should always be something to be careful about, to follow the rules and regulations so you don't get into any problems in the strike system or the EMS doesn't receive a strike for your misbehavior. When you're on duty, it's always couple of things to think about, like talking to other organizations or civilians in the street. Always be polite and respectful. If someone coming up to you and hating, just ignore them, do your part and leave. And if they harass you or anything, just use your body cam and put on the forum reports, and they will be dealt with by the system. So you as an EMS always have support and help when needed. So do your best, enjoy your job, and have a good one. And also, before we close this up, you can also press the M button and you can go to my organization. Here you will find some tasks. Supplies is for medtech, that when you do a certain amount you will get a bonus that you can pick up on the postal office. Medications is the medkits. Infection is medicine pills, and doctor is the amount of healed persons. Like if you have patched up 30 people, you will get like 7k bonus in the postal office by the system. So these tasks is what you can always do every day to get extra cash. Alright, that was all from me. Enjoy yourself and stay safe out there.